This your boy E Money. I'm back again, and I just feel like talking about track and field, guys. It's like indoor season's here, track starting up, but it's still very slow. I feel like we're seeing things that we see every season. Aaliyah Hobbs dominating the 60. Um, some people getting out high. Collegians are out here doing their thing, but where is a professional track and field? Like, this is the Olympics, Paris 2024, y'all. Like, this is what I want. This is what I want. I'm ready for the big stars, Sha'Carri, Sydney, Athing, Noah, Fred. Like, I'm ready for them to make their appearance. I know Noah ran that 60, but y'all, we want to see Noah in that 200. We want to see the outdoors. That's what I really want to see. And I'm just like, I need people to talk to. Like, where are my track and field community who wants to talk about what's going on, predictions or what? And I guess I'll start it off. I ordered Sydney McLaughlin's new book. Y'all check it out. I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna let y'all know how I feel. Y'all read it. Let me know how y'all feel. I think she's gonna. I think it's gonna be a little inspirational. I feel like Sydney's like, she got that dog in her. I want to read like how she gets this dog in her. You know, like roof roof. But y'all, today I'm just gonna talk about it because I went through like all the track and field major races since the last Olympics. World Championship 2022 in Eugene, World Championship 2023 in Budapest. I rewatched the whole Olympic videos last year, and I feel like my predictions as we go into US trials aren't like something that everybody else doesn't agree with. Maybe y'all do disagree, let me know. But to make it to the Olympics, you have to first make it through the Olympic trials. And I think in the 100 meters, disclaimer, I love women's track a little bit more than men's. I watch men's track. I know all the situations going on, but something about female track is a little bit more competitive and exciting. The men is competitive too, but I don't know. I like women's track. And so here are my predictions, right? I feel like in the women's 100, I think Sha'Carri is going to dominate. I think she's going to go into USA's stronger, more confident than she was last year, which is already something very scary. I think Sha'Carri's going to win that 100. The 200, I think, is going to be interesting because Sha'Carri says she's a 200-meter runner. We see her like throw those arms out and flare. I loved it. Like, she had the braids and it just looked so powerful. She was like, yeah! I know y'all remember that race. What was it? It was like in South Africa or like Africa somewhere. And she just like, I would have been ready to retire if I was the girls behind her in that 200. But I'm gonna have to like stitch that video, y'all. Remind me to like when I post it, I have to go back and stitch that video because Sha'Carri, like, I loved her in that 200 that time. Like, but I feel like between her and Gabby Thomas, that 200 is up for grabs. I think it's gonna be between those two. Just because I'm not going to discredit Gabby. She's a phenomenal talent, and she keeps running these 21.6s in Eugene. So I know when we get the Olympic trials, she's going to run something magnificent. But I'm interested to see if Sha'Carri training can get her there, right? So that's that. If Sha'Carri get that 1-2 double with that, we haven't seen that in a while, y'all. So I feel like she get that 1-2 double at Olympic trials, like, she's not playing. Like, she want that double gold, triple gold actually in that 4x1. But yeah, that's my 200 listing. I think the 400, I really do believe this, y'all. If I'm right, I'm right. I feel like at US trials, Sydney is gonna do the double. I think she's gonna do the 400 and 4-meter hurdles. And if that's the case, I'm getting her first place in both of them. Like, if Sydney's in a race at a championship, she's coming top 2, she not 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, the girls gotta be ready for a run. The reason why I think Sydney will run both at trials, because if you really sit there and think about it, there's not 2 other people that can beat Sydney on an off day in the hurdles. So knowing that, like, she can run a 52 low, a 51 high, and still make the team, even possibly still win. I think the only way she wouldn't win, being tired, if Dalilah is in prime shape and ready to run 51 seconds. But even then, her PB is like 50.68. So with her PB that high, she still has like a second and a half, almost 2 seconds she can run slower and still dominate the field. So I do think that her and Bob Kersee are going to test their waters out at USA trials. and see like how fit she feels. Does she feel like she can do that again at Worlds, and then ultimately make a decision after that. So I'm gonna give her that double. If she doesn't do the double and she just does either one, whatever she does, she's gonna win. But I think if it's a 4-meter hurdles, I'm gonna have to either give it to Shamir or Dalilah. I really might lean more towards. That's gonna be a good one. I have to see how they open up, because Shamir and Dalilah, they're like wild cards, right? Like, they're both very good, they're both very talented, but depending on the season, you're gonna get like different results from either one of them. And also Britton Wilson, like, what is she gonna do? Is she gonna do the 4-meter hurdles, or is she gonna do the 400? And also, so that kind of depends what one she's gonna do, because Britton definitely gonna make the team in either one. I think she has a better chance of making the team in the 400 meters, because really Britain's only competition in the 400 is Sydney and maybe like Talitha right now. Even though, you know, I've been watching track and field for years. Lena Irby, like, shout out to that girl. I feel like I'd be ready for her to have her like season, like the season she makes the team and all that. So the 400, long-winded, but Sydney in either one. Whatever one Sydney doesn't do, I think Britton will get second in either one, and then Shamir or Dalilah in the hurdles. That's that. And the 800 is all I think Mo, like, no competition whatsoever on American side. I think she's gonna be hungry. I feel like she wants to do a double too. I don't know if she would do the 4 and 8 double at trials and just figure out how to go, or would she do the 8:15? She ran like a 4:02 last year at USA's 4:01, something around there, which on the global scene she would have to do a lot better to even get a medal. So I don't know if her and Bob Kersee are ready to do that. I remember reading an article. I have to go back and find this article though, but they dropped an article like last January. Bob Kersee was saying that a thing has the potential to like go do the double in the 8 and 15. He said that last year, and I feel like they're testing it out and gonna see. I think she can go a lot faster. She dropped like 13 seconds off her PR at USA. So why couldn't she drop another 13 seconds and be out here running 350, 351, even challenging Faith Kipyegon for that title? You know, high hopes. You know, I love my American women. So one thing about it, we're America. Like, I'm gonna stand up for them. Y'all Jamaicans be going hard for who y'all want to go hard for. So don't come at me when I'm saying that America could like do it all. So I think we're gonna see if she do the 4, 8, 15. I highly doubt if Sydney does a 4 and 8. I think it's not gonna do the 4 and 8. Well, let me go back. If Sydney doesn't do the 400-meter hurdles and the 400, I think it's not going to do the same thing. Their training partner, Bob Kersee's not going to do that conflict of interest. It's just, it wouldn't suit neither one of them really. So I think it's either going to do the 8:15 or the 4 and 8, but I'm really going to lean to the 8 and 15 honestly. Whenever we're talking, 1,500, y'all. That's a little high. Like, ooh, I can't go that high. Now let's go to their 100-meter hurdles. I just feel like I'm a big Kenny Harrison fan. Like, I'd be rooting for the girl. Like, I feel like in these major championships, she doesn't necessarily go out and get gold, but she's always a competitor. I think she's fierce. I think she's fast. I think she's hungry. I think she's motivated. I think her getting bronze at that world championship and knowing that Bob Kersee told her it was going to come down to the lean, and it did come down to the lean, just proved to her that her training coach knows what he's doing and she knows what she's doing, and it's all about them just coming together and making a complete season. So I definitely think Kenny Harrison can win USA trials. I think Nia Ali is going to be the dark horse. She is a horse. She's Kenny Harrison. Like, I mean, she's Nia Ali. Like, don't doubt her out. I think they're gonna go 1 and 2. I think it's gonna be 1 and 2, and then I think a collegiate might sneak in and make the team for third. That's just kind of how the hurdles I think go. So yeah, that's the 1, 2, 4, 400-meter hurdles, 8, 10-meter hurdle, 100-meter hurdles. I think that covers all the sprints. 15, 5,000, 10,000. You know, that's a lot for me. I can't keep up with that. But yeah, I'm just excited, and I just gotta talk about it because it just can't be me. Like, where are my fans? Where are the people that want to talk track and field? But I'll do the men's too, y'all, because I love the men. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like Fred Curley, he is that boy. Like, he had an off season. We all have off seasons. Like, it just wasn't that. He said he effed up. He did. But in that 100, I think Fred's gonna return to the throne. I just feel like he's hungry. He's motivated. He talent, but I don't think that Fred is going to let that happen to him again. I think Noah will definitely make the team, second or third. I'm not sure. I think Trayvon, Marvin, some of the Collegians, I think they're going to be trying to battle him for that team. But Fred and Noah, I just think, are on a different level when it comes to just like mentally, physically, and emotionally wanting to be like track and field phase, and I think they're not gonna make the team. In the 200, definitely gonna be Noah, definitely gonna be Arian Knighton. Y'all gotta check him out. I feel like I've been watching him from some years. I feel like Noah and Arian gives me Sydney and Delilah vibes in 2019. Y'all remember in 2019, like, it was Sydney Delilah, and I feel like I wanted that to be Arian and Noah. It hasn't developed yet. I feel like Arian's still young, Noah's still at the prime, and Noah's not going to give that throne away. But I think Arian is hungry for it. I think he wants it, and I think this year, now that he's 20, now that he's in a senior level, I think he's going to want to challenge for that spot. Can he do it? I'm not going to doubt Noah Lyles. I feel like everybody doubts him. Everybody's negative towards him. I think he gets a lot of whatever, but do I think he's going to give his title up? No, he doesn't have the Olympic title. Do I think he's going to give his American throne up? No. Do I think he's hungry for this Olympic title? Yes. Like, he got third when he was like guaranteed to win. Andre DeGrasse ran a phenomenal race, y'all. Like, we have to go back and rewatch it. I feel like I'm going to have to go live and just watch races with y'all, because I'm just this excited for Paris. I wish I could go to Paris, but it's so damn expensive, y'all. Like, they want so much money for a day, and I want to see all those athletes. But let me get off a tangent, y'all. So that's the 100. That's the 200. The 400 is just so open in America. Like, what are we doing? Like, does anybody not want to claim that throne? Like, Michael Norman had it. Like, he had it. Like, it was his, and he gave it up for the 1 and 2. And I can't really talk about him yet because I just feel like he hasn't proved that he's a 1-2 runner yet. Yes, we've seen in previous seasons him go fast. We've seen these isolated races, but we haven't seen that complete season. We haven't. Like, so I want him to go and get that 400 meter Olympic title. Like, I want him to go get it. Like, he deserves it. It's his, but he's not going to do it. I just don't see him going back up to the 400. He's training with Fred Curley and Rod Benjamin again. So that 400, y'all, I just cannot predict it. I think a collegiate might come in, and even maybe 3 collegians might come in, because we still got Michael Cherry, some other guys, but are they gold medalist contenders, I guess, against Stephen Gardner and other Americans? I don't know. I mean, other countries, I don't know. But 400, I don't know, y'all. The men, I can't say. Can y'all say? How do y'all feel? Let me know. But 800, I just wish, y'all, 800, I would have my dream. And Donovan Brazier can make his return, y'all. He was our great hope. Like, it was Donovan Brazier against the world, and he had got an injury. I just feel like we need the dog back. Like, where is he at? Like, can we get the best sports medicine, the best physical therapist, or everybody get him on? We want Donovan Brazier. Other than that, like, Clayton Murphy probably will win. Isaiah Jewett, I think, he's going to learn how to run, smarter, and he could possibly win, but no. America, we just got to do better in this 4 and 8. Like, do I have to go out here and run this 4 and 8? I can't do that, y'all. But if I could, I would. I just would save America's day. But we're talking about U.S. trials, so they're all Americans. So, of course, Americans going to make the team. So, I think Clayton Murphy, Bryce Hoppel, Isaiah Jewett, one of them probably going to win, honestly. Maybe even a collegiate. I don't know. 110-meter hurdles is Grant Holloway against the world. But I have been keeping track with Daniel Roberts on YouTube. Y'all go check his YouTube out. He's like doing a documentary, like traveling like towards the Paris, and I love it. Like, I feel like it's motivating. I wish him luck. I think him and Grant have battled throughout college. So, and Daniel Roberts has snuck in and won USA's a couple of times. Like, we're not going to do him that. So him and Grant can go for a battle, but I just feel like that 3P is just Grant. Like, Grant got second at the Olympics when he deserved I'm not gonna say deserve, because you gotta win, but Grant came out there hungry. Like, we just all knew that was his title. Like, the Jamaicans just always want to come in and like knock America's day out, but Grant's not gonna lose. 400 meter hurdles. Like, come on, y'all. Like, we're not even gonna play in Rai Benjamin's face to act like he's not gonna win by a long mile. Like, at this point, I'm just like, if Rai Benjamin gonna win by 40-50 meters like this race, because the way he ended that Diamond League race, he was hungry. Like, he ran phenomenal, and I feel like he had that in him at the Olympics, but something just happened. I just want to know, like, I want Rai Benjamin to finally have his goal. Like, he is just a phenomenal talent, and he's gonna, like, he leaps and bounds ahead of any American we have. So of course he's gonna win USA's. Like, that's not even a discussion. The only way Rai Benjamin loses USA's is if he falls. Like, that's literally how dominant he is, how strong he is, and everything. So I'm hoping to connect with you, track and field fans. Like, somebody talk to me, because I be talking to my friends, but they're not really track and field fans like that. Like, they don't know what, like, they can't go deep in conversation with me. But I know somebody on the internet can. Like, who can, like, reach out to me, let me know. And this is just my early USA predictions. It's January 30th. None of these athletes I talked about, except Noah Lyles, has stepped foot on the track. So if I'm right, I'm right. USA come and these people win, they win, and I'm gonna be proud that, like, I'm actually like a track analyst at this point, right? I don't know. But next episode, I feel like I'm just going on races. Y'all talk with me, like, yeah. And what's up, y'all?